Hey guys, here we are at the end of another week. It's a ripper sunny day here in Melbourne, Australia. Thought I'd take the opportunity to do this outside, and it's time for our weekly wrap. If you, like me, are stuck here in Australia while 10,000 people are enjoying the SaaStr annual conference in San Francisco, I hope you've been watching online and getting some data points. For those of you that didn't make the journey over to San Francisco, Australia has been booming with events this week. It's absolutely on fire. Silicon Block Party, RubyConf, and PauseFest, just 3 events that took place this week out of a whole lot of others. A quick reminder to founders out there are lots of events. You can spend a lot of time going to events. Make sure you go to the right ones where you're going to get a return on your time. A return on your time will be different for different people. It might be to do biz dev, it might be to network with like-minded individuals in your industry, or to learn content from the speakers. We saw earlier this week the Slingshot Accelerator program has announced that Seek will be sponsoring and partaking in their next HR tech startup accelerator. We saw the global head of Apple Pay throw down the gauntlet at Australian big banks, Westpac, CommBank and NAB. In Australia, ANZ are the only bank of the big 4 banks that accept Apple Pay, and I can say as a Westpac customer, it annoys me. I see all these other people going and tapping their watches and tapping their phones and doing their Apple Pay, and I sit there with my iPhone and then pulling out my credit card. It's just not fun. Hopefully the executives of these banks listen about the innovation and the disruption that's taking place, and they think about their consumers and what their needs are and start to think differently. And just a quick point about that. Customers are so important to your business, to your product roadmap and your future success. In most cases, customers are the ones that pay you money. Listen to them, understand their needs, their problems, so that your product can solve for them. The amount of founders that we meet that don't listen to their customers and they have a hunch about an idea, about a product they should build. Listen to your customers and the data. One example is early this week, one of our clients, Carbon, I met up with one of their customers, Ilan, Cloud CFO. I thought I'd take the opportunity of chatting to Ilan about his experience both from the product using Carbon, but also around how the Carbon team respond to him as a customer. Before I could even finish my sentence, he was talking about how responsive they are to questions, to product ideas, to feedback, which talks to the heart of culture and customer centricity. Ilan's doing a great job helping businesses become more financial literate, which is so important around their accounting, around Xero and various other products.
All right, not that much more to add today. I hope you all have a great weekend, enjoy the weather, and we'll see you next week.